Welcome back to another cinematic report, where we introduce what can only be described as World War Goo. In this segment, Goonswarm goes for a casual walk through space with hundreds of carriers, kicking off the War of the Goo by deleting every metanox they can find. As with all large, shiny fleets, the inevitable question was asked: how many dreads would it take before we actually need to worry? And that's when their questions would manifest into reality, because right in the middle of pilots trying to remember which drone does what, as a poor, helpless metanox got a beat down, an Arazu landed on grid and lit a cyno. Dreadnoughts jumped in as scorpions followed. So sit back and enjoy the spectacle, because this is Warlock Industries, providing cinematic battles and semi-reliable reporting, straight from the front lines. Followed was less a fight and more a demonstration. Scorpions were flattened like rodents, and a tsunami of drones rolled across the grid, proving once again that when you bring enough carriers, you don't actually need to know how drones work, just that they eventually solve the problem. With the dreadnoughts wiped and the enemy waking up in stations wondering what went wrong, the metanox was destroyed and the Moon Goo pipeline shut down. Just a handful of structures in a much larger war over who gets paid. Where this ends is anyone's guess. But one question still remains. If you bring enough carriers, how many dreads will it take before we actually need to worry?